Hey guys, what is going on? Payton here once again, and welcome back to another episode of my PSG career on FIFA 14. Now, in the last episode, PSG came out on top against Monaco, managed to pull away from them in the league. As you can see now, as it stands, PSG are top but level on points with Marseille. Our next game would be against Marseille. Of course it would. And what an important game it would be. If we could win this, we could go 3 points top, start to pull away from Marseille. It speaks for itself, really. It's such an important game, probably the biggest game so far for PSG when it comes to the French League. And all the top players were going to be in this one. I mean, you've got Thiago Silva, you've got Ibra, you've got Cavani, Thomas Müller, my new signing from Bayern Munich in the January transfer window. And it was Ibrahimovic that got the first chance on goal. 9 minutes into the game, we got a corner from that as the keeper just deflected it out. Thomas Müller had picked up a small knock as well. He was the one that took the corner and found Kabay lingering outside the box, went for the shot. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And just so you guys know, in case you start wondering whether I'm doing it all the time, this sweet tactic of mine, I'm not. It's just the highlights that you're seeing. You know, I do like to mix it up from time to time. Anyway, Ibrahimovic could see Cavani, great awareness, making space for himself, but he was being put under so much pressure there that I couldn't get a good, effective shot on target. So we had to keep coming at Marseille. We had to keep attacking them because eventually we break them down and we get the first goal. And that's exactly what happened here. It was Edinson Cavani, who looked threatening early on in the game, that made it 1-0 to PSG. There's that sliding on the grass celebration, and it's well deserved. It is well deserved. You know, we worked so hard to actually get through Marseille. They were trying to press us back. It was an absolute battle, this game. If I had to pick a man of the match from this game, it wouldn't be Cavani, and some of you guys will probably be surprised with that, seeing that he just got the second goal for PSG just before half-time. I would go with De Chilio. Top performance from this lad. He was the one that assisted Cavani with the opening goal. He was just creating so many chances, making a nuisance of himself down that right wing, and he would be seeking out Ibra, Cavani, Thomas Müller with their runs off the ball with pinpoint accuracy. It's fantastic. So to start off the second half, we had that 2-0 advantage over Marseille. All I had to do was stay focused, and the 3 points would be PSG's for the taking. But it was a good crafted ball from Nakulu, who found Gignac inside the penalty area. It wasn't even picked up, and as you can see, great camera angle here, how he just controls the ball, brings it down, and then on the small volley just puts that past Sirigu. How he managed to get that into the back of the net, I just don't know. It was fantastic. It kind of seemed scripted to me, but Marseille found themselves back into the game, so we had it all to play for again. I had to make sure that Marseille could not draw level, so I had to go and get a third goal. I had to push the team as hard as possible. Cavani with his left foot again. He did well to beat the keeper, but unfortunately the ball hit the post. Thankfully though, that small man Verratti was there hanging around and ready to just pounce on the ball and just tap it into the back of the net. Cavani won't mind that the goal was actually taken from him. He knows that he should have done it slightly better there, but I was slightly relieved that we found ourselves 3-1 up. 2 goals in front of Marseille once again in this game, but as you'll see here, it was Doumbia that, with great awareness, found Valbuena just hanging outside the box. And Valbuena, he didn't even need to take a touch. Pure class with his first time strike, made it count, making it 3-2. And Sirigu should be doing better than that. I mean, he was so close to getting a glove to it. I mean, he's a world-class goalkeeper. I expect better of him. And Marseille, a bit later on, they could smell blood. And with 5 or 6 minutes to go of this game, it was Valbuena, craftsman for Marseille. That's what he seems to be. Crossing the ball. You know, I failed big time there, you know, just to take it off him, to maybe even go in with a slightly challenge and take one for the team. It just wasn't to be, and we had a rush on our hands. Could we win this game? Could we pull off a big win here? What a game it was turning out to be for the neutral. It wasn't for me. I was sat on the edge of my seat. I wanted to win this game. It meant so much to actually win those 3 points. And look at Gundogan as well. He was so fatigued in this game, and he eventually went to ground, rolling around in pain, holding onto his hamstring, and as you'll see there, it does say torn hamstring. So He'll probably be out now for about 2 to 3 months, and that's a huge blow to PSG for a player like Gundogan to be out, especially at this late stage of the season. So I had to replace him with Pastore, and what a time to get an injury as well. Right in the 90th minute, I've only really got myself to blame for that, really, pushing Gundogan too hard and just expecting better of him. And you'll see here as well the list of injuries. You've got Gundogan, 2 months he's going to be out with a torn hamstring. You've got Matuidi, he's out with a bruised rib, only 5 days. And Thomas Müller, who is out with a bruised shoulder, and he's out for 2 days. Now, I thought you guys would be interested in seeing the top goal scorers list in the Champions League, because our next game is in the Champions League. It's the second leg of the knockout stages, the round of 16, and it was against Benfica. Last time out, if you guys missed that episode, managed to beat Benfica by 3-1. Fantastic game that was, a great advantage to have going into the second leg, but we had to keep a clean sheet. We had to be careful because they could knock us out. If it stayed 1-0 to Benfica, we would be out because of that damn away goal rule. So frustrating, and it just made things harder on me as well to hold on to our 3-1 lead with aggregate. And I was also without Cavani. He got a red card in that first leg against Benfica back at home, and so he was going to be suspended for this, and Ibrahimovic started the game on the bench. So I had to look at Thomas Müller. Thankfully, he only had 2 days remaining until he returned to full fitness. Thankfully, we had like a week's rest before this Champions League game. It's kind of what I like about the French League. There's quite a few weeks in there that are completely free, and you don't have to worry about playing a game midweek, or, you know, a game every 2 days, something like that, like it is in the Premier League. But anyway, as you saw, you know, some crucial defending in this game from Mats Hummels. Did get a free kick there from Lavezzi. I tried to hit low and hard, trying to fool the goalkeeper. It's happened before on FIFA. I can do it. I can score free kicks like that. But obviously it just didn't pay off this time around for me and PSG. Mats Hummels with more crucial defending. I really felt a shift in, you know, compared to that first leg, Benfica were going hell to leather in this. And I really thought, you know, we're going to go out at this rate. There was a slight glimmer of hope as Verratti found Lavezzi. Wasn't even picked up inside the box right before half time, and I went to go for like a fancy volley there to see if I could score a fantastic goal. For some reason Lavezzi thought it'd be a good idea to go for a diving header. He was close to scoring the goal, but you know, I wanted better from that. And Benfica, they just kept testing Sirigu throughout this game, kept testing my back four, and thankfully I had Mats Hummels fully fit for this game, because if it wasn't for him, Benfica could have found themselves 2 or 3 goals up within the first half. That was within the first half, and they could have turned this game around magnificently. It would have been the ultimate turnaround in the Champions League knockout stages. And I've got to give credit where it's due as well. Thiago Silva, you know, he had his fair share of crucial tackles and challenges on Benfica, stopping them in their path. So, again, you know, Thiago Silva, Hummels working together magnificently, and that's exactly what I wanted when I signed Mats Hummels up in the summer. And look at this as well, 83rd minute in, it was Thomas Müller that made it 1-0 to PSG. Whew, sigh of relief from that. He just cannot stop scoring for PSG, you know, he's settled in just nicely, considering that he came in halfway through the season, and he's starting to catch up with Cavani now on top goal scorers list. Well, I think that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it seems like that. Simple goal really, but it just made it impossible now for Benfica to turn this game around, hoping to get through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. But saying that, you know, Benfica, they didn't give up in this game, and it was Salvio here on the outside of the area. Great opportunity, great effort on goal with that half volley, looking for a fancy finish to make it 1-1. But it just wasn't enough. Thankfully, Sirigu pulled off a save, and we won the game 1-0 and 4-1 on aggregate. PSG, guys, are through to the next round of the Champions League, the quarterfinals. Who will we be facing? You'll find out right now. And there we have it. There is a quarterfinal draw. PSG will be playing Chelsea in the quarterfinals, just like the fixture that happened in real life, right? Just a couple of months ago. So it's gonna be a good challenge, good test to go to Stamford Bridge and have them come to PSG as well. Hopefully we'll have Gundogan and also Ibrahimovic and Cavani, all the top players ready and fit for that game. Man United got Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Atletico and Ajax. It's going to be amazing, guys. I'm going to end it there. Hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you all very soon for the next one. Thanks for watching.